Hey everyone, Chimene here from Hello Center, Boston. Wanted to come to you guys today on this morning, and I just want to leave this on my page, right? I believe in video, I believe in recording very important moment of your life. So for those who have been following me for years, you know that I'm a firm believer in education. Education is one of the most powerful things you could have ever have in your possession. It's one of those things that no matter what, no one will ever be able to take that away from you. I'm a product of education. I have thrived and I have given my all for the past few years in educating myself. And I'm where I am today because of that. I'm where I am today because of what I have decided to pour into myself in terms of education. So I'm going to celebrate my birthday on Monday. November 24th is my birthday, and everyone should be excited for their birthday because you never know, people die like in and there. So every single time you have a chance to have a year added to your life, you should be able to celebrate it and be proud of yourself. I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful. My birthday today represents a revival for me. It represents a revival because this is something that I have been doing for the longest time. I remember a few years ago, I used to travel for education purposes at least every 2 months, right? I put in my money, my sweat, my time, and I was away from my children for so long. 5 years ago, I made a decision that I was going to be focusing not solely on my children, but I was going to put few things aside and really give the best of me to my children. My children are into sport. It's a very, very demanding thing to do. But I was also very grateful and very thankful for all the people that have been placed into my life to make this journey possible. I have 3 children, and all of them being into sport is very difficult for me to be able to juggle in and there from one person to another one. But I have been lucky enough and blessed enough to have people around me who have been a huge part on that journey. So today, uh, I decided to celebrate my birthday differently. Today, I decided to go back to who I was before and celebrate my birthday. I will be actually taking a class on my birthday. Actually, Monday, November 24th, I will be standing and taking a class on my birthday. That's how I decided to celebrate it. I will be heading to San Antonio for a one-on-one private class. I know I could have celebrated it differently. I could have organized a party. I could have all this like the norm, but I'm not the norm. I'm different, and I have decided this is my way to celebrate my birthday. This is my way to go back to the old me. My children today are they are not gone, but they need me. But I can now kind of step back a little by little from who I was before. So I'm very, very excited for this trip. And because of education, I have been able to be where I am. This message is to tell each and everyone on my page who have been following me. Even if you're not on my page and you get to you come across this video, I want you to remember nothing in life is permanent. I know it's easy said than done. Sometimes when we go through tough time, we tend to forget that. But I'm a living testimony of nothing in this life is permanent, right? And sometimes as life throws things at us, we have to be able to not remove our eyes from the objective. What is your objective? What are you aiming for? Even though I step aside from traveling, from taking classes, I was still taking classes via Zoom, right? I was taking classes via Zoom It's not my perfect way. That's not how I study. I'm a hands-on person. I like to be in there. I like to be in person. That's how I study best. But because I couldn't do it, I decided to go the other way. I did Zoom classes, but I do believe that it's time for me to go back to that me, right? So that's why I'm titling this video a revival. I will be away for 3 days. I will enjoy myself, in a different way. Not the traditional way of enjoying yourself on your birthday, but my way, Chimene's way. Because of education, I am here I am today. Because of education, I have people sitting on my chair from all walks of life, from doctor to lawyers to the average Joe, right? So, and none of that could have been possible without education, right? So, none of that I couldn't be able to stand here and talk to you guys today if it wasn't for education. Remember, for those who don't know, I'm a part immigrant from Cameroon. English is not my first language, and I remember when I first moved to the US a few years ago, I have a lot of challenges being able to stand and address myself. I always need someone to translate for me when I went to hospital visit, and the list goes on and on. But I decided at that time that I was going to be able to stand and speak in front of people. I pour my heart and soul, and here I am today. I don't need a script. I don't need to have it written on the paper. I can stand and speak from my heart because I believe in who I am. I know I'm capable of so much. I'm talented. I'm smart, and I could never give an excuse like language barrier to be able to take away from who I am, from what I know I'm capable of. So I don't want to be too long in this video. I just wanted to show you guys how I decided to celebrate my birthday on this November 24th, 2025. It is a big day for me to be able to hop and go on a flight like I used to do before, to be able to go and educate myself and bring more to my client. I have served my client at an outstanding level because of education. And I believe without that, I won't be where I am today. I believe without my education, without pouring into myself, I would not have been able to receive text messages, email, hugs from clients thanking me, being grateful that our paths have crossed each other. And for that, I will be forever grateful. Today is a revival for me. I want to thank each and every client who have ever sat on my chair. Or for those who will be sitting on my chair, I want to thank each and every one of you guys. The time that we cry, the time that we laugh, the time, and we're still here together. Nothing is permanent. Nothing will come to break you. And sometimes what comes to break you is here to give you a new direction in life. It's sometimes through what was there to break you, you can find your purpose. And I'm grateful that through my trial and tribulation, I found my purpose. And I'm grateful for that, and I'm thankful, and I'm looking forward to more years, if God willing. Take care of yourself, never give up, keep fighting. Life is not it's not easy, right? But if you fall, get up, crawl, stand, walk, run. Do the best you can, but never ever remove your sight from your objective, from whatever you have decided that you are going to be. No matter what comes on your way, keep fighting, and remember who you are, what you want to do, what's your purpose, what's your destination, what's your desire in this life, and go for it. And I'm here for mine. All right, talk to you guys later. Happy birthday to me, and talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.